Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit that all bell notification. In that way, you won't miss any time I publish a new video. Also to mention, I started some new YouTube channels, so be sure to check them out in the description below. Alright, so what are we going to be doing today? Well, today we'll be making... Okay guys, so I'm going to be making a breadfruit soup, but I'm going to be adding some chicken to my breadfruit soup. So here I've already washed my chicken and I've already separated the parts. So I separated the wings from the drumettes, okay? So this is washed and clean already. I use lime to do that. So now we're going to season our chicken. So I'm going to put 1 teaspoon of salt, okay? I'm going to use some Mrs. Dash garlic and herb seasoning. I'm going to use some green seasoning. I will leave a link in the description showing you how you can make your very own green seasoning. I'm going to add a little bit of smoked paprika. And I'm also going to add some dry thyme as well. And I also have some onion powder, which I'm going to add to this as well. If you had garlic powder, you can add garlic powder, but I think my garlic powder is finished, so just going to add the onion powder. All right, so let's massage this in. Alright, so we're going to set our chicken aside, and what I'm going to do now is work on cutting up the different vegetables and ground provision that I'm going to add to my breadfruit soup. So let me get to cutting that up and then I'll be back. Okay guys, so this is what we're going to be adding to our breadfruit soup. I'm going to add some sweet potato, red bell pepper, plantain, and some green bananas. Now this breadfruit soup, I already have the base for it done already. In one of my previous videos I showed you how I prep my breadfruit for the basis of other dishes. So I'm using that foundation in order to make this soup. So I will leave a link in the description showing you how I did that particular video, but you will see that I added coconut milk, I added water, I added onion, garlic, whole hot pepper, and of course the breadfruit. So piggybacking off of that, so to speak, I'm now going to be adding these things to it. Oh, I also added a Knorr chicken cube to it as well. So I'm going to be adding now these things to it to make the soup, as well as I will also add some chicken broth to it as well in order to make the soup. So let me get to peeling and cutting everything up. Okay guys, so here I have everything cut up, and what I did add to this is some seasoning peppers. So I added about 6 seasoning peppers to everything else. So let's head over to the stove now. Okay guys, so this is the breadfruit that I had boiled yesterday with the different seasonings. Like I said, I will leave a link in the description showing you how I did this. So I'm using this now as the basis for my soup. So the breadfruit, I had cut it into just these long slices. So now that we're making a soup out of it, I'm going to cut it into smaller pieces, because for a soup you want it in smaller pieces. Right, this is my rosemary here, so I'm going to take that out. This is a whole hot pepper. I did not burst the pepper. I'm going to leave this in the soup. Okay, so I have cut up the breadfruit. Now, because I want to add chicken to this, and because this breadfruit is already cooked, what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the breadfruit now. Okay, so I'm going to remove the breadfruit and set it aside so that I can add my raw chicken in to cook, because this is already cooked. I had cooked this breadfruit, like I said, yesterday. So we're going to remove the breadfruit. We're going to cook the chicken. Then we're going to add the other vegetables that we just cut up. Okay, so I think all the breadfruit is out. So I have turned on the fire. We want to bring this up to a boil. All right, so to this, I'm going to be adding in the chicken because we want to cook that first, right? So we're going to add in our chicken. Now what I am also going to add to this, I have some leftover split peas that I had made. I'm going to add that to this as well. Okay, so what I'm going to do is add some chicken broth. I had some chicken broth in the fridge and it sort of iced up. So I want to leave this for the time being. I probably may need to add more chicken broth, but I will do that after adding the vegetables in and the ground provision. So let's just leave this to come up to a boil, because what we want to do now is we want to cook this chicken completely. So let me get the split peas that I'm going to add to this and add it to it at this point in time. So I'm just going to add this leftover split peas to the soup. See, that's the thing about soup, is that you can make it rather in order to use up leftover things that you might have in the fridge. All right, so let's just cover this and we're going to allow this chicken to cook completely. Okay guys, so our chicken is already cooked. So let's add in now the rest of our ingredients. So we're adding in our peppers, our bell peppers, green bananas, our ripe plantain, sweet potato, and our seasoning peppers. Now I'm not going to add my breadfruit back as yet. I will allow these ingredients to cook first, and then I will add my breadfruit, because remember the breadfruit is already cooked already. So we'll allow this to cook. Of course we want to taste for salt, and then at the end we'll add our breadfruit to this. So I just added some more chicken broth so that I can cook these ingredients that I just added. Remove the hot pepper already. All right, so we want to cover this and allow these now ingredients to cook. Okay guys, so all our ingredients now are cooked. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to taste for salt. And I'm also going to add my breadfruit back in, because after all, this is a breadfruit soup. So we want to warm through our breadfruit. Well, let me just get another spoon so I can taste for salt. I think I would just sprinkle a little bit of salt. It doesn't need much, but I'll just give it a little sprinkling of sea salt. All right. So guys, there you have it. Our breadfruit soup with chicken. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to give it a try. Don't forget to hit that bell notification so you'll know when new videos are posted. And of course, don't forget to give the video the thumbs up. That really helps in getting the video out for others to see as well. So once again, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye for now.